Youngest in the Yacht Club, I am Vince Serrano. Today, we got a special guest, okay? He's a TV star. He's a DJ. He's also an artist and also a content creator. Can't forget business owner and entrepreneur. We got Brandon Gomes. What's up, dog?
What's going on, fam?
Bro,
how you doing, G?
Yeah, dog. I see
Good.
you. Bro, it's great to see you on the show,
Yes,
but it's
sir.
also great to see you doing things outside the show, bro.
Of course, man.
Yeah.
I love it, bro. I appreciate you for having me, man. We in the, you know what I'm saying, youngest in the yacht club. Turn it up.
Dog, we always start off Youngest in the Yacht Club with the one question.
Yeah.
Who is Brandon Gomes?
Brandon Gomes, man, that's a great question because I'm just a kid who believed in himself and wanted to make money off doing the things I loved and inspire people doing it. And that's transcended into multiple different avenues, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
With the DJing and the acting and the music. But all around, man, I want to be a good person, good father, good friend, and leave my mark while I'm here, you know?
Bro, it's a deep question. You get deep answer, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I love that, bro. You talked about a kid who believed in himself. Where you from, bro?
I'm from Sarasota, Florida. So right here in the Southwest Florida. Yep.
Yeah. How was it growing up out there?
It was cool, man. Sarasota was like a beautiful town, man. Honestly, I loved my upbringing. I loved where I was at. It was a nice family town, beach town. That's where, you know, the Siesta Key, the beach is. But, you know, just awesome upbringing, man. Sarasota was real cool, real lax, just beautiful weather, you know, good people around you. And, yeah, man, that's my hometown, 941.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Bro, Siesta Key is amazing, bro. That's got to be one of the nicest places probably in the world, right? Like,
man, honestly, bro, yeah, lucky.
Yeah.
Lucky me. God
Yeah.
bless, honestly. You know, I grew up, like, I didn't grow up in the beach Siesta Key, but I grew up right in Sarasota. Siesta Key was 15 minutes from my house,
Yeah.
you know, like, so.
Always able to go. Like,
Always able to go,
Yeah.
always there. And it's awesome, man. You kind of take that stuff for granted as you get older and you go different, work brings you different areas. But,
Right.
yeah, I really noticed that. Like, man, I had a really good upbringing, like, couldn't ask for anything better, man. Fantasy in other people's worlds, you know.
That's fine, bro. What we were saying is Brandon Gomes, not Brandon
Yeah.
Gomez, because a
Yeah.
lot of people they be fucking that shit up.
For real.
But
Facts.
what is like? What's your nationality? Your background? What is that like?
Yeah, so I'm Cape Verdean. So it's islands off the west coast of Africa.
Yeah.
So it's a Portuguese colonized island, and that's where my dad's from. And my mom wasn't born there, but my mom's 100% Cape Verdean.
Yeah.
But my dad was actually born there, so
Yeah.
we're like first generation off the boat. You
Oh
know what
wow,
I'm saying?
yeah, that's
Facts.
crazy. Cape Verdean, yeah.
Yeah, straight up. But he yeah, man, he came across, you know, here, met my mom, and then we made it to, you know, Sarasota, Florida eventually. But
Is your mom from the Northeast? Because there's a lot of Cape Verdeans like
Yeah.
Mass and Rhode Island and some
yeah,
places.
it's crazy. You know that.
Yeah,
Facts. Yeah.
yeah.
That's where all my family's at in
Yeah.
Massachusetts, Rhode Island. That's where all the Cape Verdeans just came and settled and
Yeah.
just had babies and
Yeah.
populated heavy.
I know a lot because I own a business up there
Okay.
in Rhode Island and Massachusetts.
Oh, so
And,
you
yeah,
know, fam,
I know what
yeah.
time it is. So it's like you guys get mistaken for Latino a lot, right?
All
like
the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
But
yeah.
you guys are your own people, which is dope. Like
Yeah.
it's awesome because it's like you guys have your own culture.
Mm-hmm.
You guys have your own food, which is awesome. Like
Yeah,
yo,
fire food.
yeah,
bro.
fire.
What?
A lot of it, man.
Oh man, got me hungry thinking about it.
Yeah.
Facts.
do you find Cape Verdean food down here?
Nah,
right?
Yeah, I wanted to be like optimistic about it, but
Yeah.
nah, you don't, because there's not a lot of Cape Verdeans down here. You might randomly be like, we run into somebody and it's like, oh damn,
Yeah.
like, it's an automatic link up.
Yeah.
But nah, usually I gotta get Cape Verdean food when my grandma comes down, or you know, I go back up to Rhode Island area, and I haven't done that in a while, so I'll be waiting for feeding facts, straight up, right?
I hear that, bro.
Straight up, man.
Bro, there's this drink, this lemonade, like alcoholic drink, dog. I don't know what it's called, bro. It's like Capo Cheddar or some shit like that.
In Cape Verdean?
Yeah.
Oh man, there's a lot, bro.
Yeah.
But the drink, I know the drink. There's a couple of drinks called. One's called like punch, and it's like a like a port wine, but it's like they pour it in shot glasses and they'll sip it
Yeah.
I remember when I linked up with my older Cape Verde, like my grandfather and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They was passing around these little shots, and I remember I took it and I shot it. I was like, and he was like, "No, what you doing? You supposed to sip that? Like, what are you doing?" I was like, "Oh man,
Liddy again."
Yeah, facts. I was like, okay, straight up.
That's fire, bro.
For real.
Bro, so where was like Brandon's mind heading going into like high school or coming out of high school? Where was that? How was that?
Going into high school, fam, I was focused on football. Honestly, that's what I grew up my whole life. I was playing football. Like, I was trying to make it to the NFL, go to college, do things like that in football. But when I got to high school is when I kind of started. That's like, I think a lot of us all kind of realized, like, damn, what are you passionate about? Like, what's after this? What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
And I fell in love with music, and really my first passion was like movies.
Wow.
I had like an obsession just watching movies, and I was like, yo, I want to do that, you know? Like, I remember watching like just bloopers and stuff. Like, man, this looks so fun. Like, I want to do that. So as I got to high school, I started to fall more into that, and I was like, damn, like time is of the essence. Like, I don't want to like try to go play football and focus on that if I don't really love it. So I just went all in on entertainment. And that's kind of where my head was at, and it was a lot because I didn't come from like a family that's like entertainment roots or anything like that at all, you know. So it was like starting from scratch, like almost like, are you sure you want to do this? Like, we don't, you know, type deal. So what does
your family really think you got to do or something like?
Yeah, my and that's the thing. Like my mom, my pops, they're always supportive. Like, you know what I mean, do your thing, like whatever it is. But it was always like, you know, don't forget, like, you should get a degree. Listen to me, get a degree. I didn't, but it was like, you know.
For them, that's what worked.
Exactly.
But for us, maybe not so much.
Facts.
You know, this is a different kind of, you know, and so they're like, hey, do what worked for me, and you probably looking at them like.
I was like, yeah, facts, stubborn for real. Like, nah, I'm gonna go do this music and acting, and
that's fine.
That's exactly what I did, you know, and I went as hard as I can. We're just getting started, but you know.
How'd you get into the music?
The music, honestly, man, with the music, it was something that I remember, and I always bring this up for just reference. I remember listening to OutKast when I was like a jit, like a jitterbug, and I remember listening to OutKast and Big Boy's verse on I Like the Way You Move. I remember the way he slid on that. I was probably like 11 at the time, 11, 12, and I was like, just like the same way when I was watching movies, like, damn, this, you know, I like how that made me feel. Like, like I just liked how that made me feel, and I was like, damn, you start coming up with words in your head, and like, damn, I want to try this to see if I could do this, and that's kind of like when I first started like trying to write raps, freestyling in my head, and one thing led to another. Now we, you know, doing talent shows, rapping, or doing like poetry month, writing a rap, and linking up with friends, rapping, freestyling in the back seat of the cars. You know,
lit.
That's lit, exactly. Smoking the air.
You got all the rhymes coming to you.
Straight up.
No.
Oh God, that's how it started for real. Just that, the love of music and being inspired.
Then you got what happened? What made you like? Cause you know you get a lot of people who will go to that part, and you see a lot of people be talented by rapping, but none of them will make a song, or none of them will get into the studio. So how did that happen with you?
Yeah, that same time around high school, like I just made that decision. I was like, I'm gonna pursue entertainment, music, acting. Like, I made sure I split it up so I wasn't putting everything in one, but entertainment. I was like, I just made that decision. This is what I'm doing. After high school, I'm not gonna go pursue college. I'm moving to New York.
Wow.
And doing the modeling, acting, making
music. You moved
music.
to New York?
Yeah, straight a week after high school, after graduation, moved straight to New York. Yeah.
Damn. Where'd you move to? The city?
I moved to Jersey. I moved to Jersey City.
I
moved in with my mom's dad, who like we're cool now, but like didn't really have the best relationship growing up.
Yeah.
And I moved in with him, old head Cape Verdean.
Like,
old head, like barely, you know what I'm saying? OG for real, respect. But moved in with him, and for like 4, 5, 6 months, I think it was, like just getting on my feet.
Yeah.
Getting jobs, hitting castings, auditions, things like that.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where like that was the start of my like, all right, we're in it. Like now we got to make something out of it.
For
you
sure,
know?
for sure.
And that's where it started.
How was that experience?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, hard as shit.
Yeah,
hard as hell, bro.
Yeah.
Cause I was gassed up coming out of high school. Now we're gonna do this. 1 year in, we gonna be millionaires. You know what I'm saying?
You're like,
that was my
this is
mindset.
how we gotta get it. It's gonna happen like right now.
It's like that was my mindset, you know.
Right.
And I jumped all in, and then now you're in New York. Bills is sky high. Like I remember because I was in my grandfather's house, but I remember I got kicked out for smoking weed. Because, like I said, hey, Cape Verdean family, whatnot. It was all good. We moved
weed
away.
is illegal.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, weed is illegal. When you smoking reefer,
I don't care
get
if
out.
it's legal. It's illegal here.
Straight, exactly. But yeah, then I remember it was like, damn, I gotta make rent. I gotta have 2-3 jobs, you know, while also trying to go to auditions.
Yeah.
Which is why I moved out here to be an actor. Now I'm like catering and working at like. Man, I did so many jobs. I was selling life insurance at one point, knocking door to door.
Yeah, you're just trying to make it.
I was just trying to make it, exactly, and that lasted for like 3 years, and eventually, like, I gave out. Like, I couldn't afford to be out there like that anymore, so I moved back home.
Yeah.
But that was like, you know, I just still been on it, just doing what I can, doing what I could, and when I moved back, that's actually when the Siesta Key MTV was coming about. So it worked out, you know what I mean, like. I was trying to get out the hometown to pop off in New York or LA, which a lot of people think. And then my biggest break came out of my hometown.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It was crazy.
Bro, so you spent 3 or 4 years in New York.
Yep.
You hit this point where you're like, fuck it.
I was like, bro, I can't eat bagels anymore, like all day. Like I can't be doing Nutriments in a bagel. That's all I'm eating. I can't be doing that.
Crazy.
No more, bro.
That's crazy.
Yo, facts.
And so you kind of came back here. That's got to be a crazy feeling, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. 100%.
You gotta kind of look at your peoples and like, hey.
Yeah, for sure. Like, hey, you know, I try. You know, it was like, hey, you know, I'm still gonna do this, but I got to do it out of here, out of the city. I got to figure something out here. And, you know, move back. It was a weird transition because, you know, I was coming out of high school. Man, we're going to go get it. Moved to the city, and then you came back home. But it was good. I feel like, you know, God's plan is bigger than mine could ever be. So
big facts.
It, like, I came back home, and I was just trying to do my thing. I really dove into the music at that point because I was back in my pop's house.
The emotions got to be running high.
Yeah.
So it's like, I got a story to tell you, bro. This is, y'all got to hear this, right?
Straight up, man. Yeah. Exactly. And that's when I really was diving into the music. And then Siesta Key popped off.
Yeah.
You know
how did that, how was the Siesta Key? You said it popped off, but like, how does that shit just all of a sudden, like, you all of a sudden, like, holy shit, I left the city thinking that, you know?
Yeah, real shit, all of a sudden, for real. It was one of those things where I moved back home. I kind of, at this point, to my peers around me in high school, like, you know, everyone's going and doing college, all this, so my peers around me knew that I was the entertainment. I was the music, modeling, acting.
Right.
And in my hometown, one of my friends, Alex Campo, who's the guy, family runs 1-800-ASK Gary. You'll probably see the ads.
Yeah, all the time.
Shout out 1-800-ASK Gary.
Yeah, they on the radio station.
Yeah, everything, exactly, for sure.
I think they got a rap.
Yeah, exactly. But my boy Alex was they were putting together this show, like, with, like, his friend group and just, like, pitching, throwing shit at the wall. Like, we're going to pitch an idea of our lifestyle, essentially. And I was just moving back to the city, you know. I wasn't really, like, even best of friends with him at that time. You know what I mean? We knew each other because we played football when we were younger.
Right.
And and our families knew each other, like, you know, like that. And he was like, yo, we're doing this thing. Like, you want to come to a dinner with us, and we'll just see what we can do and what we can make happen. And essentially, we all met up at the Hard Rock, like him and his friends and a group of people they were thinking of. And I sort of just came in the mix, like, fresh out of New York, like, this entertainer dude, been doing this, kind of got a brand, like, let's see what you could do. And it just so worked out. All my like friends that I knew growing up were all on the show too, like that I knew of. Not like best of friends, but I knew them growing up, same high school.
Yeah.
And
so the conversations could still be genuine, but you could still dip into like, yo, get to know them as people.
Yeah.
While on the show, kind of.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it just like you said, all of a sudden, like fast, like all of a sudden, like I'm at that dinner, and next month, like they're like at my door with cameras. At my door with cameras and like producers and people high positions. Like I'm not even really knowing what's going on at this point. I was just like, okay, like I guess we're gonna do some sort of show, like, you know.
Yeah.
Like, I'm thinking some little shit. Like,
yeah,
I'm thinking
this shit
some
turns
like
into...
it turned MTV. Yeah, exactly. It was MTV. All those producers, everyone, and it was like one of the biggest shows on MTV for that stretch, like 2017 to 2022-ish vibes. Like it was one of the biggest shows on there, and it just happened like naturally. It wasn't this like forced situation. It just kind of like fell together with the right people putting it together and pitching it, and kind of just worked out.
That's fire, bro. How many seasons were you on there?
I was on it for every season. So five seasons. Yep, for 5 seasons since the jump. Yep.
That's got to do something for you, like thinking like all of a sudden you go from like thinking that I don't mean to put words in your mouth, but like, kind of like failure, like I went fucking city and fucking fell on my face.
Flop.
Thanks. You know what I'm saying? Come back, gotta live, try to start over. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, next thing you know, you're like,
bang, bang. Yeah, straight. That's exactly how it felt. It was like, yo. It felt good because I was like, okay, something's shaking. Like,
hell yeah, like
getting
all
some movement.
Yeah,
yeah.
And it's gotta, like, okay, so they're at your door. When did it start hitting you that this shit was dope? Like,
it for real started hitting me when the press and the promo for the season was about to come out. That's when it was like, because we were still at that time. It was. Like you might be in Tampa and see people filming something in somewhere. You don't really think too much about it.
Right.
But, then all the press and promo came out of what people might have been seeing. It's a show called Siesta Key on MTV right here in, like, the hometown. So once that started happening, they started putting all the, we're on billboards in Times Square. We're on MTV commercials right after Ridiculousness. I'm seeing my face. I was like, oh, shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, that's
that gotta
fire.
be it, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was, like, dope, like, fast, like, quick. And then after that was when I was like, oh, this is real. You're going to the mall, people noticing you at the mall. You're going, your followers jump up like a lot, 20,000 overnight. And you're like, wait, like, damn, this.
How the hell?
What's going on? People are rocking. They don't even know what's going on, but they must be ready for something.
Right.
So it just showed me a lot on how quick things can change and just,
that's fine, bro.
staying in it, That's whatever that looks like.
Bro, that's dope, man, because I know like I think like when you see like that learning experience, what, like you said it, how fast things could change. Yeah. What did you learn from that lesson? Like from like, shit didn't work out in New York. Coming back to the crib, then all of a sudden shit working out for you when you least expect it. Like, what advice could you give to somebody that may be going through that kind of situation where they feel like maybe they're failing right now or whatever? Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, honestly, man, the biggest lesson I've learned from that was like, everybody wants, especially entertainment. You think, yo, I got to move to LA. I got to move to New York. You know what I'm saying? We got to get out of the city and go blow up somewhere. You know what I mean? Like, that's what a lot of people, that's what I thought, It really doesn't need to happen like that. I always said, like, but I tell people now when I come back, I'm like, yo, there's so much resources around you and ways that you could work on your craft right where you're at. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't got to go chasing waterfalls or essentially, and like throwing shit at the wall, hoping it's going to stick. It would just taught me to, like, hone in on your craft wherever you're at, get good at it, and then, no matter where you go, you'll be able to gig or make money or something like that, and just stay patient because opportunities are going to come around.
Yeah.
But, like, you might be that kid in high school right now ready to go move to LA because you want to pursue acting. You got nobody out there. You don't got no experience. You don't got nothing.
Yeah.
And you go out there and you fall on your face like I did. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It takes a certain person to, like, get out of that, be like, nah, we're going to keep doing this, you know?
Yeah.
But really, it's like, yo, you could do it out of your hometown, like, and that's the best place to do it at, you know? Because you can get people around you knowing that this is what you do, and take advantage of every resource around you and every opportunity around you first, and get good, and then like your chance will come as you do that. You know?
So like create your own wave where you at.
Yeah, essentially, in a nutshell, real talk.
Yeah. So like, and you can create, like you said, man, you don't got to go to a place and put yourself in a predicament, put yourself as a pressure or added stuff with different people. You can create your own motion with the resources that you have here, and be that guy still, or be him.
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
No, that's the best way to put it. Because the same struggles you face here, you're gonna face in another city.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, get good where you're at. Create your own wave where you're at. You know, even if it ain't everything you dreamed it to be, like, if you can't do it here, it's gonna be a lot harder to do it there. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of what I felt. That's kind of what I learned from that, for real.
That's dope, bro. That's dope, man.
Yeah.
Bro, when we come back, we're gonna ask you. So we're gonna go a little bit further into Brandon Gomes. I guess you could say like movement, right?
Yeah.
The wave, and kind of see. All right, so Siesta Key moved, and then where you went. Kind of like what's a little bit about your personal life too, kind of like how that going, and then the entrepreneur stuff that you have. So when we come back, we're gonna get to that.
Say less, bro. I love it, man. You did.
We're back in Youngest in the Yacht Club. Man, we got Brandon Gomes here. Off camera, we was telling stories right now, war stories. You're
facts. In the field, for real.
Yeah, bro. People don't understand the struggle that you have to go through to chase your dreams, bro.
It's for real, bro. It's not for the lighthearted, man.
Yeah.
At all.
Do you feel like that's that dedication to your dreams is what helped you get to your point right now, like where you are, who you are today?
Yeah, 1000%, bro. I was just big on, no, I'm not quitting. I'm gonna keep going. I don't care. Like, even if it's slow motion, it's better than no motion. So I was like, nah, I'm gonna keep going. Like, but man, I've been through so much shit trying to chase my dreams, bro. Like, it almost like logically thinking about it, like it don't make sense to keep going sometimes. Like, you'd be like,
you really have to be irrational.
Yeah, you have to be irrational, 100%, like unrealistic.
Yeah.
Crazy. Like, nah, we gonna keep going. Like, for
how
real.
you gonna make this happen? No idea, but it's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. Facts. That's it. That's honestly it. That's it, right? That's all you need.
Bro, it's crazy because so like you got on Siesta Key.
Yeah, yep.
How were those 5 years for you while you were on the show?
Incredible, man. It was a mix of both. It was incredible because, like, coming from, just moving city to city trying to make something shake, I finally had some motion. I was on MTV. I was, the show was big. I was getting, people knew who I was. People knew who I was. But at the same time, I realized, like, I was on a reality show where, sales come from drama. So it's like, it gets to a point where I was in this odd space. I'm a talent. I like to work on things. I like to give me a script that I can read and practice.
Right.
Let me perform. Like, you know what I mean? Reality is way different because it's like the vulnerable sides of you and the stuff that you would much rather keep in private are like front and center, like everything, like, and it was odd and it was a weird transition, like trying to be in that, but the years over the years, man, incredible. I mean, we got to travel, go to different cities, different countries sometimes. I was able to push my music through the show. Wow. I was able to.
Did you get any syncs or anything?
I did, yeah, for sure. I got some syncs. Yeah, and it's different because MTV's like, like I definitely got my syncs on there. I was about the business, but when you're like a talent on a show, they're like, yo, we're giving you exposure. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Fuck you.
It's like, damn, all right, man. Okay, all right, man. But yeah, I got my songs on the show. I've got to, use the notoriety and the fame from it to go push music and go do and pursue some of the things that I'm doing. So it's always blessed. It's always blessed.
I gotta ask you, did you make money from the show?
Yeah, for sure. We made money. Not a lot of people be thinking like,
Life changing.
Yeah, like life changing. Like I'm in a mansion on a beach, like just doing things for fun now.
Right.
Nah, definitely not like that. We got paid as if like a good job. You know what I'm saying? Like a good job. Nothing crazy, no millions, nothing like that. Like, but we got paid for sure. And it was one of those things where I kind of realized like it's a big scale, like MTV production, producers, talent, cast, budgets, like all this stuff I got to realize like and kind of learn from it to use for my own hustle. But a lot of things moving on, and I really like the biggest thing from the show was the eyeballs, followers.
Yeah,
I'd say the brand building. Like,
yeah, the exposure. Really.
Exactly,
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
It wasn't lying.
Yeah.
Music, television, you know.
Yeah, bro. So the show's coming to an end, right? Let's say, like, did you know it was gonna everybody was gonna move, or what you guys were gonna do? Like,
they wouldn't tell us shit. They wouldn't tell us nothing. They would just like hit you up random summer night. Hey, next season's greenlit.
damn.
You ready to move to Miami or some shit like that? And you're
Wow,
like,
you moved to Miami?
the last season I moved to Miami. Yeah.
Wow.
And it was a situation just like that. Hey, next season's greenlit. We're moving to Miami. You ready to move? Like we're not helping you move, but you ready to move? And
God damn.
I was like,
You're not helping me move.
yeah, like,
I
damn.
literally gotta.
Like I gotta come out of pocket for this, like.
Yeah.
But it's you make the sacrifices you need to build
Yeah.
the brand, and I've always been about that. I've never been scared to do that, but yeah, I forgot the question you asked, but it was like we
Did you guys know? Okay, so like when it was gonna end, did you guys? What was the idea?
No, so they didn't officially, like right now they haven't told us like it's over. You know what I'm saying? They didn't tell us it's over yet.
They just ain't tell you that we're doing another season.
Exactly. So that's kind of like where it's at, and I think with these big networks, they kind of keep it like that. They kind of keep things like they don't give too much information out. And I get it, it's to protect the brand, but they didn't let us know, hey, this is gonna be your last season. Make sure you do it good. But we kind of got the hint because the stuff we was filming was like very like
together,
emotional ending type vibes.
Yeah.
So I think that's if what I think's going on is and I talked to the music guy, the sync guy, because I got a good relationship.
Supervisor?
The music supervisor, I picked him out real quick.
Yeah,
I was like,
Hey,
that's the guy.
I need to take my number down.
Exactly. But I met with him and he was telling me like, I think like the show's over. It's officially canceled. And I think like people could buy it and put it on new networks, or I don't even really know that behind the scenes like that. But they didn't tell me, hey, it's over. You're out of your contract now. Go do other things. Nothing like that.
Damn.
Yeah.
Were you prepared for that?
I mean, I always say I stay ready so I don't have to get ready, but I really wasn't prepared where I was at. I was in Miami paying rent, the
highest of highs.
The
New York
the New York,
the New York of the South.
This down dirty rent. Like,
yeah.
I was paying that in Miami because I was trying to look clean too. Because we're on MTV. I wasn't like I had like some brickle,
high
rise type shit.
Yeah.
Wow, paying like 9 bands a month for rent, like some craziness. But and that's the thing. Like I did that because I was trying to be like, okay, we got to make the brand look good. We got to make it look good. But then like the season comes around, it's like this is it. Like they don't even tell you this is it, but they're just like, hey. Stay out here if you want. Like,
how's that? Hey, you're gonna be filming the morning routine. Like, you and Aston's gonna be.
As soon as they said, "All right, this is the last week of filming," like we're sending the guys back, I was like, all right, I'm just ending the lease right now. I'm going back to the city because
9 bands without no reassurance.
No reassurance. Nah, hell no. I was like, I was like, hell no, we ain't doing that.
Yeah,
Fuck
bro.
that.
So then what did you do?
As soon as the show was over, and I say the show was over, that season, because the producers will go home.
Yeah.
They'll be like, hey, we'll come back to shoot some continuity stuff to wrap it up. But as soon as they were like, the producers are going home and, we'll be in touch, essentially.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, I'm getting out of this rent.
Yep.
I'm getting out of Miami. Miami's just hella expensive.
Yeah.
Like I always tell my friends, I'm trying to hustle until Miami isn't expensive.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
But after that, man, I moved in with my manager in Lakeland. I moved back to his house in Lakeland, and we was at the time which he still runs. He was running a car rental business, and I was helping him with that, but really just still pursuing my music. I signed with some there was some label that I signed with, which I got out of the deal because
just didn't work out.
Let's say it didn't work out. But at that time, I was just kind of figuring my things out, bro. To be honest, I was like, okay, the show seems like it's over now. We had a 5-year run. What am I gonna do with my music? Like, I kind of just got aligning with my manager. And at that time, which I was building up, and through the end of the show, I was starting a dispensary. I was starting a cannabis brand, and this was real early days. No store, no nothing. Just like an idea, because I always loved cannabis. So at the end of Siesta Key, I was like, okay, let's, I'm linking up with some partners, putting some things together, and at that time it was just music and Siesta G, which is my cannabis dispensary.
That's fire that
and
yo.
It was just those two,
Yo.
And then that's kind of that's what I'm still doing right now.
Yeah, no, for sure. How did you come up with the name Siesta G for your cannabis dispensary?
So really, it was me trying to think marketing, what do people know me from? And that's my hometown. I kind of try to give something with some culture and community based. And my name's Brandon Gomes, and people always call me BG. And G has always been something that that's what I keep it. That's my word. Everything's G. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of just put 2 and 2 together. I was like Siesta G, and at the time I was kind of oh, is this what is this?
Is it a play on? Is it cheesy?
Exactly.
But that's just fine.
No, shit. We're number one. We just went number one. So that was that's where I was at that time, building that up, and that started from scratch, and here we are. I actually came bearing some gifts.
Oh,
yeah, I actually came bearing some gifts. I almost forgot. I got remembered, but I came and I brought y'all some pre-rolls. That's Chapo's churro right there.
Oh shit.
I got
SiestaG.com, y'all.
Yeah, SiestaG.com. Use my code BG30. Get something sent right to your door, in state or out of state.
Fire.
Those are some gummies for y'all.
Oh yeah, the wifey loves these.
Yeah, look.
The wifey loves these.
Look,
she loves the gummies.
Some vapes are here, but this whole bag is yours. Some flowers in here.
Let me see.
Everything's
yours,
man.
We gotta show the love, man. Siesta G, Brandon Gomes, Bro, I mean, dog, this is fire, bro. This is amazing, man. Bro. How long have you guys been open?
We've been open since July 1st of 2023.
Wow.
So like I was saying, at the end of Siesta Key, it was 2022, and in 2023, we opened the store. And just the other day in Tampa Bay Times, we went number 1. We're the number 1 dispensary in Tampa Bay right now.
Congrats,
yeah,
dog.
You know what I'm saying?
Bro, and there's a lot of dispensaries out here. There's Cookies, there's Jungle Boys, and for you guys to be number 1 is crazy.
It's honestly is, man. I be thinking damn, that's actually wild. A lot of pressure sometimes. I'm like, oh, shit. You start thinking of competition.
Oh, this smells great.
Oh, it's fire, bro. It's fire. Trust me. And it's the real deal. It's craft cannabis. We're a small farm. We're a small company, so the quality control is all there. We ain't... we're not a corporate brand that's the quality gets crushed down the line and the culture's not there and the feeling's not there. So we're all about experience, and Siesta G, has proved to be number 1 right now, and that's what we've been doing, man.
Bro, I think it's amazing, bro. I think it shows your resilience to be able to keep going, in transition, bro, and keep yourself moving. I also see you still doing the music, you put yo. I'm not gonna lie, bro. You surprised me because when I performed at Siesta G, right?
Yeah. Facts, exactly. Yeah, 100%. Yep.
You DJing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, who bruh is on the turntables? He's bumping my shit. I'm bopping. I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah. And then, so I think that you're a DJ.
Yeah.
Have no idea. Then I performed at the Powerful Mind.
Powerful Mind joint, yeah, facts. That's what I'm saying. I put up, man. Yeah, facts.
That eating, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, bro, then I see you all of a sudden rapping on the stairs, and you got your shirt off, and you I'm like, BG spitting, dog. Yo, This is a fire video,
Yeah.
fire song.
Yeah.
Like, it shows like the transition and the you like the Elon Musk of the entertainment industry, G's. You
Bro,
know?
I be trying, man. That's love, bro. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Man. I just I think I'm real humble about a lot of the things I do. So when I meet people, a lot of the times they only know me from what they know me as. Like,
Right.
a lot of people, all my customers know me as the
weed guy.
CEO, the weed guy you come in and,
Yeah.
and ask questions about, you know?
Yeah.
They be coming to my store like, bro, I saw you on TikTok, like, at a DJ gig with your shirt, crowd surfing. I was like, what? You know what I'm saying? So
Bro, I saw you doing commercials for your Siesta G.
Yeah, exactly.
And the content, and I'm like, is this his shit? And then, bro, so that's how I saw you on Siesta Key. I didn't even recognize it was you.
Yeah.
Because I'm seeing you in the sand, and you got a little curl, and I'm like, is this motherfucker was on TV?
Yeah.
So, bro, that's how, like, everything I'm asking, you know, I'm gonna keep a G with you. We're gonna keep it professional on the show.
Of course.
But real talk, bro, like, you like was like moving, and I'm like, yo, I'm like, yo, we gotta get this motherfucker on the pod real quick, because I got some questions I need to ask you, dog. Bro.
For real, man. But multifaceted, man. Multiple hats. You know, I always wanted to make money off the things that I love, and I realized, like, because I do a lot of shit, so it's like, Siesta G's been like my main focus recently.
Yeah.
The last 2 years, I ain't been really doing, but I still have been. I'm always gonna be on it, but my main focus has been Siesta G, you know, and that's kind of like.
Why has that? I can tell that you're passionate about it, and I can tell, bro, like it's like super professional.
Yeah.
Why has that taken a lot of your time?
Because I realized that, you know, I just turned 30, and I've been in entertainment for the last, you know, since I was 16. Literally since I was 16, I started modeling when I was 16 in high school. And I realized, like, with entertainment, like, you need some stable income and business, like, to support the things that you're doing, you know, or else, like, every come up you get is just gonna be in and out. You're gonna be up and down, like, forever, and that's what I've been going through. So I really, like, I was like, yo, I gotta build this business up, and I gotta make something legit, like something that is stable and is gonna work even when I'm not there. And I think that's where I've been focused just on that, man, because it's been like, you know, and then I got a lot of customers that, like, you know, we're locked in, and it's like, I just feel like I've fell into this role, and it's doing great, and it's very important to me.
Bro, you have to be one of the youngest dispensary owners in the area, at least.
Probably, yeah. That's the thing, yeah, legit, for sure, yeah,
like
100%.
And not just that, like, so like the stores that I mentioned, like Curleaf, although those are all corporate owned.
Yeah, big billionaires. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, for sure.
So you definitely have to be more of like independent.
Yeah,
right. You're like
straight up.
So you're like an independent business owner playing a big game, like in a game that I know the restrictions have been crazy.
Wild.
So for you to be able to insert yourself in that game, bro, bro, the cannabis industry has to be what, like $4 billion industry? Like
it's actually cannabis is, I think, the number 4 or 5 selling crop on the country right now.
Yeah,
which is crazy. Like it's selling more cannabis than like potatoes. Like you're like,
wow.
What?
People eat potatoes.
People eat, you know, French fries. You know what I'm saying? Bags.
And
so
more
like,
people smoking than eating French fries.
Exactly.
Yo, plus mashed potatoes.
That's what
crazy.
Exactly. So, like, when I got in, anything I do, I take serious. When I got in, I like immediately it was like I felt how crazy this game was, and as soon as I got in, they was trying to shut me down. As soon as I opened my doors July 1st, the next month was legislative session in Tallahassee, and there was a bill where they were trying to shut my whole shit down.
Wow.
Shut the whole store down.
I saw you up in Tallahassee.
In Tallahassee, yep.
Yeah.
Been there like 15 times now, because ever since I got into cannabis, I've been damn near into politics. And I'm not a politician, but as soon as I got into cannabis, to keep the business open, to fight for the small guys, for my business, my staff, I've had to go to Tallahassee and fight for the business, because every year there's another bill, something coming around. We're trying to shut you out for whatever reason it is,
right?
You know,
to keep the corporate money
Exactly.
And keep the little guy down.
Keep the little exactly. So as soon as I felt like I had an important role, an important voice, as soon as I got in, because I'm in Tallahassee, the dude from Siesta Key, the dude that you people know.
Those eyes.
Exactly. And I'm speaking on cannabis, and people are like, okay, this guy's in it. And I don't want to speak of myself like that, but that's kind of the voice that we have. And I'm like, man, I got a much bigger thing I'm representing than just my business. It's not just my business, we're number one, don't get me wrong, but
other people who are involved or dreams of people.
10,000 other stores that are people just like me,
yeah.
Trying to operate a business in cannabis, that don't have a gazillion dollars to get in corporate world like that.
Yeah.
And they try to shut us down. So that's where a lot of my time has been, like, just trying to, like,
advocate
and keep this plant free and keep jobs in Florida and keep, pushing the plant in the right direction and make sure it doesn't get tangled up and permanently damaged,
Yeah. Bro, it's inspiring, dog, cuz like you're not just the MTV reality TV guy now. Like you're more than that. You know what I'm saying? You're also offering opportunities. Like the one thing that I heard from you is that your staff. You're like, yeah, I'm trying to keep this business open. Like I'm trying to get my staff and keep my staff with jobs, bro.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like it shows that people depend on you.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. And we got 10 to 11 employees at Siesta G, right? And we all work together. You know what I'm saying? But we're all trying to build something, and we're all trying to change the game, and all of our jobs are at stake year after year. So who's going to go defend that? That's what I do. That's what you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we got to go take care of business. And, me and my business partner, Shy Ortiz, that's like my partner in this in Siesta G. And we've been to Tallahassee like 15 times.
That's fire, bro.
Like I'm going to I'm at FSU. Like I'm going back to school, but instead I'm going to the Capitol. Like crazy.
Bro, you got to continue to do that, man. I wish you nothing but the best, man. What if you could give somebody a piece of advice that wants to get into entertainment or that wants to get into cannabis? What general piece of advice would you give them?
It's different. So in like entertainment in general, I try to tell everyone this, like, love what you do. It sounds cheesy. It sounds like what everyone says, but love what you do and actually know that you love it. Like I think a lot of people be getting into entertainment just because they want to get famous or they, want to have like whatever it is, But like I chose to be an artist at 16, and it don't hit the same when 15 years go by, and sometimes you really have to focus on what you're doing. Like, so I try to tell people get into entertainment, love what you do, make sure that you maximize everything you can around you. I used to be the guy that wouldn't ask for help, maximize everything around you. Try to have your friends play your songs, go to the dude that owns the club, perform there. Just maximize all your resources, and try not to save everybody around you. I know that sounds kind of selfish, but like rock with a team, make sure everybody got the same dream, and go up to the top together. But try not to save everybody around you. And if you're trying to get in cannabis, man, be sure you're trying to get in cannabis because it's a wild game, and be somebody for the culture, for the community. Don't get into cannabis because you're trying to make money, because money ain't gonna make you stay in it if like that's the reason why you're getting into it. So make sure you want to get in it for the right reasons and build it up from scratch. That's what we did.
That's fine, bro. If you could give your younger self, a piece of advice, what would you tell your younger self?
Oh man, spend more time alone.
Oh.
I tell myself spend much more time alone.
What does that mean?
Like I used to always be, trying to rap with the rap group, or I used to always try to, do things like with a bunch of people, or trying to just like help people out around me. I got a real big heart, you know what I'm saying? And it kind of like doesn't help me out in a lot of times, but I'm never gonna change. But I wish like and I would tell other kids too, like just try not to save everybody around you. Like kick the door down first, and then bring people that are in sync with what you're doing, and just spend time alone like that. Spending some time alone will help you out, like, cause you might be in a situation where you don't even know what you want. You just like in the crowd, like just going through the motions, and you spend some time alone, just thinking. You'll understand like what do I want out of life? Like what do I want? Like what decision am I gonna make with what I do with my life? And I think sometimes people will make bad decisions based on who they're around or what situation they're in at the moment. And a lot of people don't just go take that risk because they're so comfortable with who they're around or a situation, you know.
For sure. Bro, I appreciate you being on the show. Tell the people, first off, SiestaG.com. Be on that.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, look. Yeah, for sure. Listen, you want to go get some of the best in the Southwest sent to your door, whether you're in state or out of state. Go to SiestaG.com. Find something you like. Use my code BG30 to get a 30% off and get it sent right to your door. We just went #1, so verify why that is and go buy. And also listen to my new song Daybreak. It just dropped on all platforms. My first house song, and Summer Smash. It's out in my link in my bio right now. Go listen to it.
Where can people find you, bro?
On Instagram, just Brandon Gomes. I try to my artist name is my real government name, so awesome. I try to keep it easy for everyone.
That's fine.
Just go listen to Brandon Gomes on Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, whatever you listen to your music on. Follow me at Brandon Gomes on Instagram, Brandon Gomes on TikTok, and the link in my bio on both of those. You can find my new song Daybreak. So go listen to it.
Bruh, I appreciate you being on the show. I feel like I've learned. I got to connect with you now a little bit more, right? Yeah. And learn. And, bro, I appreciate the gifts, man. You coming through for us. And then, you know, bro, I just got a lot of respect for what you're doing, bro. Keep doing it, man.
My God, love. Same thing. Same to you, bro. I seen you perform. I seen what you're doing. It's inspiring. Keep the story going, bro.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you guys for being on Youngest in the Yacht Club. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, share, turn on them notifications, man. So whenever we drop people like Brandon, you guys will know. You already know. Siesta G, Youngest in the Yacht Club. Gee.